Morning. And it is silly o'clock. It's 3:52 and I'm in the car and I'm on my way to Gatwick. And today I'm flying solo, literally. Got no mail. I'm still going off on an extreme kind of a day trip, but I'm going to today. I'm going to have today in Faro in Portugal. Faro, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And stay overnight in an Airbnb, hopefully better than the one in Barcelona. And yeah, and then come home late tomorrow. So I effectively am going to get 2 full days in Portugal, which is meant to be sunny today, so that'll be good. And yeah. Number 1 coming up, so I've booked my car in to the car park, and yeah, everything should happen automatically. When me and Mel came, it worked brilliantly with her car. We booked it in, gates opened, no dramas, but these are all the things that you worry about. If it doesn't go up, that's going to be a... Here we go, let's see what's going to happen here then. Should be able to drive up, and it should recognise my plates, and let's hope that that's the case. Reading number plate, yeah, there we go, lovely. And there we go, we're in Y zone, and all parked up quite close to the bus shelter. Need to remember that I'm at bus stop 2, the very first one really when you come in. Y, and I'm the 3rd one back there to find it. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's go and get over on the shelter now. Oh. Buses only. Let's hope it's not. Morning, thank you.
This is bus stop 2, servicing parking zones 7.
steps. Ah, you're right.
Morning, mate.
Morning, you alright?
Yeah, lovely morning, eh?
Yeah, lovely, yeah.
I'm looking at the top there.
Partimos mais rápido possível, gostaria de pedir vos pedir que deixem, por favor, o corredor livre para que as outras pessoas possam também participar. Neste momento é permitido mais com cigarros eletrónicos. Estamos a reabastecer o avião, por isso, por favor, mantenham o cinto desapertado por agora.
Thank you very much.
Obrigado e bom voo.
Girls, go on ahead. Thank you. Oops.
Morning. Hi there, welcome aboard.
Thanks.
20. Here, it's here. 20A, B, C. You go in. I'll put the bags up. Okay. Oh. Get this thing to get past. Alright. Hang on. I've got your calendar.
Obrigado.
Obrigado, até a próxima.
Bye.
Thanks very much, bye.
Obrigado. Welcome to Faro. It's supposed to be a 3-hour flight. Got here in 2.5 hours, so that's nice. So we've got no luggage to collect. Through there. That was great. So unlike the Spanish experience, Portuguese using the automated readers, very quick getting through security. Touchdown about just before 22 and through in 15 minutes. Excellent. Good start from Faro. Unfortunately the weather's a little bit overcast outside. But yeah, now we're going to try and find our way to... And welcome to Portugal. I need to go somewhere just to sort of get my bearings about which way to go. So yeah, so found the way out. Says I've got a 3.5 mile walk to get to my accommodation. I'm in no rush to cover that distance, so I just want to have a look at the walk there and see what I come across on the route. Hopefully it's not too hair-raising a route to walk. hopefully you can actually go this way as well, because it does look sort of pretty airporty. And I don't know that I'm going to be able to get out here unless I can get out over there, which we'll see. This is supposed to be set for walking. Luckily I do see another guy going that way. But yeah, we basically got to go over there. I can see another guy walking that way, so fingers crossed. Got some orange trees on the right here. Always nice to see. Some marshlands or something over there. Amazing scenery. Seen swift smell. That was the first types, and then I saw a really colourful one which I tried to get a picture of, which I'll try to identify from that guide you sent me. Yeah, like this way that I'm walking, as you can see, it's like really really a lovely route so far. Some amazing sort of old buildings mixed in with lovely views over there like that, plus planes coming in. You can see the background. I presume that's Faro or Faro. Or Faro. It's like really colourful buildings. I like it. Lots and lots of little birds. Yeah, so I managed to find another off-road section and I'm walking through it now. The maps weren't taking me on it. They were going to take me up onto a main road to walk along, but I noticed that all the joggers and people were going this way, and then when I looked on the map it sort of runs parallel to the road what the maps was trying to take me on, so it means I'm not on like a really sort of fast road, and also sort of submerged in nature. Submersed, probably a better word. Immersed, God knows. It's all the Portuguese making me forget English, but yeah, it's beautiful. It's like really interesting. You've got sort of like really sort of quiet, very photographic old rundown buildings, other buildings that are just extremely colourful, nice, appealing. Got some sort of factories and stuff to my left here, which isn't so great, but beautiful flowers all out. You know, definitely feels warm enough to not have to wear my jumper or my coat, which is definitely a bonus. So yeah, really loving this walk. Still got just under 2 miles left, so anything notable I'll update you with it. And the wet, sort of like severely sort of flooded floor, obviously the aftermath of the storms that they've had here, which luckily I've missed, but you know, for about the last 2 weeks prior to coming, Europe and in particular Portugal has been absolutely bombarded with storms. I'm not sure if this is a result of it or whether that's always there, probably always there, but so if you're walking from the airport into Faro, one thing to think about, if you follow maps it won't bring you this way. I would say the first mile from the airport it takes you through, you know, off the road anyway. Then you come onto the road and the maps would keep you right on the road if you let it. However, you look for this railway. The minute you come to the railway, you'll notice that there's a right turn and, you know, what looks to be like a mud track with paving down the side, and that's what you take, basically. It's just, and also the maps, even when you're on that, will try and take you around sort of additional bits that you don't need to walk. So keep an eye on it. You can sit and see where it's taking you, and you'll see, like, basically if you just keep these tracks next to you, this is going to bring me right down to the marina in Faro. Plus no cars, really lovely walk, really amazing sights to see. Amazing sights to see. Casadas Virtudes Pros Gym. So we'll be coming into Faro train station. Don't think it's the busiest. I haven't seen one train in my entire walk, although there is one at the station up there.
Bene, put the strawberry in and...
Oh.
Sì, ma già mi sta più.
Not sort of like breaking any records. It took an hour and a half to walk from the airport into the centre of Faro. Really nice walk. Now sort of just having a wander around, see what I can see. I'm still heading towards where my accommodation is. Can't check in there for a bit. It's always good to sort of like case the area out though, which is what I'm doing. Sort of wandering. Well, I just messaged the host to say that is it a ridiculous idea for me to be able to get in and drop my bags off, and when can I get the details of checking in? They just said they'll send the details when the room is ready, so I'm guessing I won't be able to get in before 3. So just found a little place to sit and have a watch. I might head down and have a beer in the town later. The jury's out at the moment. There's a lot of like, you know, places that are just empty. I mean, you can't blame the place for their lack of tourism or the lack of numbers during the winter. I sort of like stopped in one place to have a beer and sort of like, you know, in Portuguese I tried to sort of say to the guy, you know, before I continue, I'd already ordered a beer. I was just worried that I wouldn't be able to pay with Apple Pay. And he initially tried to sort of blag me on it and sort of said no, cash or card only. And I was like, well, sorry, I can't pay because I've only got my phone. And then he sort of pointed out that he did take Apple Pay, and I paid. You know, had a couple of beers there. But like his wife or whoever it was that he worked with just like wouldn't even look at me, you know. Didn't look at me, walked past me several times. And sort of like in everywhere we've been, in Italy and Spain, never really had that sort of level of unfriendliness from people that operated the bars and stuff. So might just be a one-off, but we'll see. We'll see if that's the sort of experience you get in Portugal. Now this here is the Arco da Velha, which is the sort of gateway into the old town. It's a national monument. You can sort of see leading into up there. I'm not going to go all the way in, but just want to have a little glimpse of the old town. And yeah, it does look fairly old. I mean, the architecture's definitely good to look at. The layout of the buildings and the mix of sort of, you know, deserted, abandoned, run down, being done up, sort of looking good buildings is quite interesting. Yeah, it's accommodation now, so you ready for a little look at this? You come in, you got a sink, some towels and a knife. Got like a shower room. Moving in, we've got a little bit of a chair. Some my stuff over there. A bed. The shutters to the outside. And for all of my clothes, I can hang them up in these wardrobes. Look at that. Lots and lots of hanging capability. So not too bad, certainly better than the offering that we had in Barcelona. Just giving the bed a little try. Feels, oh, actually feels pretty cozy after the night I've had. So I'm going to have a little siesta before I head out for the evening. So anyway, yeah, I'll see you when I'm refreshed. Yeah, so I've just basically had a lovely siesta, a really comfortable bed. I had some Netflix, and just made up for the fact that I didn't really sleep last night at all. And you know, I left at 3:45 as well, having not slept for more than like an hour or two. So I've slept 4 hours-ish. And yeah, I'm sort of like, was partly tempted to just stay in bed, but I thought, no, I can't do that. So I had a shower and I'm just about to head out. And it's an Irish pub that comes with good reviews from ChatGPT. It's about a 9-minute walk, so I'm going to have a stroll. I think it's up in the old town. Yeah, so there's other people in this building. I don't think they're being particularly loud, but you can really hear when they're talking and moving and stuff. So I feel like I'll get out and, not that I've got a problem with that. It's like, you know, not being unreasonably noisy. But yeah, it sort of prompted me to go, no, Nick, you're going to get out and we're going to have a little look around. So okay. This was like really hard to get the key out the lock earlier. And that little chain there. We'll get away with that. Anyway. Okay, that way. It's just about 0.4 miles away. Today it's different. You see like a lot of, well, I've passed a couple of places that have been quite busy. And that's the shop where I got some supplies earlier. But literally they barely had anything. You don't sort of get that abundance of choice in the supermarkets here that you get at home. There was like barely anything. There's nice people though. I met a guy called Francisco. I think he owned it. He was recommending some wine for me to have. I didn't come to the road earlier. This is a new place. There's always some form of Deliveroo going on that way, or Uber Eats or whatever. Should be just down here, according to my maps. 160 yards away. So yeah, so the number 2 selection of good things to do of an evening by ChatGPT. The other was a place called Toronto. There's a rooftop bar, which I didn't know what the weather was like when I was indoors, so I went for number 2. Actually, it'd be alright to be outside, so depending on how adventurous I'm feeling later, I might still go to that. Have a little look. Well, that was the place where it said it was, so that's not great. Maybe that is not somewhere I'm going to be going at the moment. Certainly doesn't look like there's any Irish store that's got a bit of a better range than the one I went in earlier. Just going to try the other side of that place. Maybe it's just sat nav taking me in the wrong entrance. Let's have a look. Irish salt, there we go. We do have a place. Hello. Yeah, good. You're the number 2 recommendation from ChatGPT of what to do in Faro of the evening.
Really?
So
Yeah? Nice.
I don't know why you're not number 1, but
What's the number one?
Terrazzo. Is it Terrazzo?
Terrazzo.
Yeah. Is that good as well?
It's like, so it's a good sunset. Yeah, they're good there.
Better here though, right?
For the night, because they closed. I think they are closed. Right?
Oh really? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
They only stay for the sunset. You know, it's really good view.
Yeah. So if there's a nice sunset, go there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And here, we are really good as well.
Excellent.
So,
Well, I'm sure you're going to be. Thank you.
tell me, sir, what you gonna get?
Can I get? What's your best lager? Do you think?
So this is the Portuguese one.
Yeah, let's go for a pint of that, please.
First time in Faro.
Yeah. Just for just one day. So today, stay tonight. I've got a whole day tomorrow, and then go fly home about 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
Where are you from, sir?
Brighton in the UK.
Okay.
You know it?
I've never been there. I mean, I know where is it, but
Yeah.
I've never been there. But are you in Portugal for a few days or like?
Just literally, I'm going home tomorrow, so it's I like to do the extreme day trips. So I
You want to do pounds?
yeah, I'm going English. Thanks.
Usually it's like people do this, which is euros and conversion.
I don't know which one's the best to do when they do that. Do you think it's best?
Usually it's number 2, which is I can pick euros,
Yeah.
and then I set the conversion.
Okay. Oh, well, it works for me. Anyway.
I think it's better for you to not pay that much tax.
Yeah. I'll take your tip. Thank you. Anyway, see you in a bit.
It's a big crowd.
So this is pretty impressive looking dinner. Let's pay up, please, mate. Just pay up? Yeah. $18?
18, yeah.
That's great. Thank you, my friend.
Cheers, thank you.
What was your name?
Fabio.
Nick. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Take care.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you, mate. See you. Nice guy in there. Really nice meal. Just a bit bored of watching the usual theatrics of footballers. So this is the place where I am staying. See if it's any easier to get into. I did leave this little gate open because it was an absolute pain to get the key out the lock. I've just passed 2 German girls, but I think I've got a feeling they're the 2 that were making noise. Call it an intuition, so this will be locked because they've come out. Yep, I'm totally correct about that. Okay, did that a bit easier. This front door felt a bit difficult as well. Let's see. 2 keys here. I don't know why I've got 2. Nobody wants to. Put it towards you. Okay, we're in. The actual key out again is difficult. Very noisy. Ultimately, we're in. There we go. Nice. And home. Like that. Whew. Mission accomplished. Morning. Well, yeah, slept like an absolute log. Really, really nice Airbnb, this one. Bed was so comfy. I didn't wake up till 8, so yeah, got a good 8 hours in. Went to bed just before midnight, watching Netflix and doing my videos, and just gonna head out soon. Still quite a long way before checkout time. Can't see what time it is. My Apple Watch has run out, as ever. I haven't bought the charger for that. It's looking a bit grey and overcast today, so I'm thinking I want to sort of go and see if I can spot some of these amazing birds that you can get in Portugal. I've spotted some already, which I was sending to Mel, but I'm wondering if there's some place that's good for for bird spotting around here. There's a lot of marshy areas and stuff like that, so I'm going to look into it, head out, get some breakfast, and then go and see if I can find some unusual bird specimens. Oh, matron. Morning. She weren't too friendly. We're out. depois tenho mel e depois tenho limões. You get the road cleaning. Have it in Spain. Have it in Portugal. Have it in Italy. Have it in France. Doesn't catch on in the UK for some reason. They seem to think we don't deserve the streets being clean. You get a really classically old police station. On the right now, vehicles. Great park to the left there. I'll spend a little bit of time in here having a look at the birds actually. Just got like an absolutely amazing display from this peacock that has just come into the park, or obviously lives here. Or obviously lives here. Just found a bit of a supermarket, so I've got some lunch, breakfast. Coming across those train tracks again. Don't see much action on the trains, to be honest. But maybe I've just been unlucky on time. This is the kind of area that I'm heading for, so you've got some real wetlands here. And hoping to see some nice birds because of it. So it's a really nice area here where I think I'll sit for a bit. You've got like such a wonderful area. But yeah, you just got like people just dumping their crap here. Really, really annoying habits that humans have of ruining the fucking environment. I've just decided what a nice place to sit and have my brunch that I got. The sun's come out as well, which is good because the weather forecast was saying cloudy all day. So I'm just going to sit in this lovely area, eat something, hopefully see some nice birds turn up with me being still. At the moment there's some alarm calls going out. Bumping ground. Train. Diesel train. Electric overhead. hi. Is it okay to sit out for a beer?
Choose here. Look behind you.
The Marafada.
Which one? Marafada. Have one, two. Number one, the porter.
Sì.
Grande.
Sì.
Caneca.
Sì. Puff. They're strong, no?
8%.
Yeah.
It's a porter.
What's that? What's it like a stout?
No. Similar, like brown.
Yeah.
Stout normally Imperial stout is heavy.
Looks interesting.
It's good. You don't feel the 8% actually. This.
That's good.
Maybe after two. Então, Tiago, bem?
Obrigado.
Líder, sim?
No, thanks.
Obrigada. Thank you.
Obrigada. pace. So I've tried to take scooters and bikes out of Faro to get to the airport, but easier said than done. We can't drop the line bikes even off at the airport, so I've picked one reasonably close. I've got a half an hour walk guessing I've come out at the point where I advise people to follow the train tracks to get out, and now I've got some fucking arsehole hotel that has got the exit locked, so I've got to go back and walk around. So well done, the Ibis Hotel. You're not. So what do I think about Faro? I've loved it actually. I thought sort of after my first experience with the guy at the first bar, that I was wondering about it, and then since then it's all been good. So I've spent most of the afternoon just at this little bar on the front of Faro Harbour or Marina, and sort of within there I've had great conversations with a Canadian son and dad. The son had been travelling all sorts around the world, and they sort of like asked for his dad to come over and join him for the Spanish stroke Portuguese leg of matters. They were great. We were talking, you know, about how screwed up Trump's politics was. I had sort of like a couple from Newcastle that I spoke to for a bit. They were great. Lady was a teacher, year 2 teacher, so she, you know, we shared sort of like the plight almost. Her husband was nice. It was like a really interesting sort of like situation going on with an Irish guy, and I'm not really sure what his deal was. He seemed to be sort of like all over this maybe native Portuguese girl. All throughout, you know, it was like there was someone on her phone that looked like an irate boyfriend. He was disappearing into the toilets with her. I had a couple of blokes from Blackpool turned up who pointed out that the back of his trousers were all covered in shit of his kind. I noticed that the front of it was piss stained, so it was like quite interesting to watch all that going on. So yeah, it's just like in one place in there that there was lots of tales to watch and interesting things to see and hear, so enjoyed that. And then since then I've come out of there. I had something to eat in McDonald's. And now, in order to try to get back to the airport, I've tried scooters, I've tried bikes, and now, having discovered that those things don't get you quite close enough to the airport when you look at the route, I'm walking the rest of it. So, and this is the area I walked yesterday, so hopefully I'll find it as charming as I did then. So if you've got this far, then thank you so much for watching, and please consider subscribing, liking this video, really helps a lot. You know, I would like to just go and do this, to go places, to vlog it for you guys. You know, so tell me in the comments, where would you like me to go? What would you like me to do? I am your servant in that. So yeah, let me know if there's somewhere that you'd like me to check out, or people you'd like me to talk to, and I'll see what I can do, because I'm here on this earth to serve. I'm here to serve you, my YouTube audience. So yeah, let me know. I was just checking with that car to see that they wasn't going to run me over. So yeah. can hear the planes getting noisy. You walk into Faro. Nice walk. The thoughts on Faro. I've loved it. I love this walk into Faro from the airport for one. It's lovely. You see lots of other people sort of doing it, saving yourself on the cost of taxis or trains or buses. I love, you know, seeing orange trees and wonderful birds, and I've found for the most part the people of Faro to be lovely. Listened to conversations today that have been interesting, and yeah, hindsight I would like to stay longer. My thoughts on coming alone, very nervous about doing it on my own yesterday before I'd done it, but it's been like an eye-opener. Would definitely do it again. You know, to be on your own schedule, to do exactly what you want to do. There's something to be said for that, to be sure. I would have liked Mel to be here, don't get me wrong, but it's just sort of getting to the stage where you get over that going on your own and actually realising it's great. I've talked to loads of people today, most of it off camera, but those conversations have been great, you know, and wish that I had recorded them, but it would have been slightly odd to do so. So yeah, it's like a great place you can access via walking. You know, I'm just coming into the airport now, managed to sort of take a scooter and a bike, the Lime bikes, the Lime scooters, and get about 40 minutes away from on those. You know, and when I came in yesterday I walked the whole route. As I said, it's about an hour and a half, so either of those options is not too bad. Yeah. Basically it's been like a really nice experience. Definitely do it again. Would definitely come back here again. I'd like to do it with Mel actually. I think she'd certainly appreciate the birds and everything like that that's going on. So yeah, it's on the list. I think I'd like to do Seville next, but looking at Seville, it's quite pricey in the time frame that we're looking at. So who knows, maybe the next time we go away together could be here in Faro, and we could both be doing this walk into the city. Cab ranks. Tire boy. Just past this ages ago. Gone all the way down to check baggage in to come back. Not well signed, I wouldn't say, looking around. security control.
We have one for Sarah, one for Ryan, two for you, and none for Daisy.
Voila.
Okay, right hand, 4 fingers, put here like this.
4 fingers,
Yes,
like this?
Yes, like this. Flat, down. Thank you.
Okay.
I have a photo here, let me see.
In here?
I have already a photo.
You got it? Am I expected to be a criminal or something? Thank you. Bye. Obligatory.